Welcome back, everybody, to a new episode of Three Burns. I'm your host, Black Eagle. My other host, fellow host, doesn't really matter. Please introduce yourselves before I go fucking crazy.
I'm Hemi Crash, and he thinks that he's gonna go crazy.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And I'm Little Bug, and they think that I'm not gonna go crazy.
You know what? You know what?
Anyways,
I feel like this is just like, well, I'm crazier.
I know
Shoots a gun.
Shoots gun, ends podcast, demonetized, everything, deleted off YouTube. Yeah, sure. Okay, YouTube. Okay, YouTube. How many edgy jokes can we get away with? Huh? One gunshot? You're fucking gone. You're fucking gone. You trash. All right. Stino made a joke about that. He's saying that he can't put fan art of his female characters up on his videos or his streams anymore because YouTube will fuck. And then he's like, "Oh wait, look over there. It's a small channel who made an edgy joke." And just go over and fuck him up. But we're not gonna start off somber like we did last time. Although there was a tragedy last weekend because there's a synagogue shooting. And don't get us wrong, folks, we do care about people who get shot up in a synagogue, but let me remind you that just because there was a shooting again does not give you the right to start spouting off nonsense about gun control, especially when you're not doing what the fuck you're supposed to do in the first place. This is a tragedy. Argue somewhere else. Argue in private. Argue in discussion. I'm tired of reading this shit on Twitter. I'm not going to harp on this too much, but we do feel very sorry, and we are very sorry about the victims that were lost during this tragedy, because it seems like we're just having one every fucking few months these days. And it's getting to a scary point where we're just saying, oh, look, another one? So that's not normal to me. It's getting normal, and it shouldn't be normal, but it's not. It's getting normal. If you want to have political debates, nobody fucking cares. Shut the fuck up. You weren't there. You didn't get shot. You weren't the fucking guy who was doing the shooting in the first place. You don't know the fucking his mental history to begin with in order for him to have a fucking firearm in the first place. This country does not seem to understand that you need to check these fucking psychos. But
I love how you... Yeah.
But yes, political shit aside, we do feel very bad for all involved in that shooting, the families, the victims. I don't feel bad for the shooter. I hope that he gets shot in prison, unironically. I hope that the guard is one day just twirling his revolver one day, and it just accidentally fucking goes off because he pushed on the trigger too much. And he just happens to be the guy that gets shot. All right. Now I got that out of the way. On to other news, probably less important news in the grand scheme of things, but news nonetheless. For those of you who like females, that sounds...
Why do I feel like you just...
What?
Why do I just feel like you just stared at me through your fucking computer?
I feel like I just opened up an ad for a goddamn Chatterbait website or Chatterbait-like website. But anyways, for those of you who like women's wrestling, this past Sunday, I don't know if you heard. If you didn't hear, I don't know how the fuck you're here on this podcast, but you probably need to go watch Baited, because after all, they are the worst of these fucking two. Because, and yes, I'm genuinely saying this, they are the worst of these fucking two, because at least when we have a scream fest, we have arguments. Instead of, oh, he said this, or he said that, or he said this, or he said that. I'm Keemstar, and I look like a dad. Fuck off.
Okay.
I feel like they're gonna just see this video and just be like, who do
Oh, I
these
hope they do.
They're just like, who do these kids think they are?
I don't think anything for views or Clown will give a shit. I like Clown. Chad, okay. Well, unless I'm thinking about him in the fucking YouTuber cake. But Keem can go fuck himself. The other two are fine.
Yeah.
But WWE Evolution. And no, not the stable. The pay-per-view. The all-women's pay-per-view. The first ever, which they act like it's the first ever women's pay-per-view. And then you forget that, TNA did it in 2014. And then you forget, and then you remember, Shimmer did it way before TNA, because Shimmer is an all-women's wrestling company. Oh, okay, cool. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
despite WWE loving to rewrite history to death, that was a really fucking good show. I know that I have a lot of fucking criticisms normally for anything that's not NXT or Ring of Honor, because, you know, somehow, some way, Impact, Ring of Honor, and NXT have people who know how to fucking still book wrestling today. I realize that Vince McMahon has been in this business for more years than I've probably been alive, but I'm just saying, probably doesn't know how to book well anymore. I don't think he knows exactly what makes a star in 2018 that is not Braun Strowman. So, and I love Braun Strowman, don't get me wrong. When he flipped that fucking ambulance over, that was aces. But the card was great. The only problem that I really had was Ronda and Nikki Bella in the main event, because I really think that should have been a Charlotte and Becky thing, because Charlotte and Becky had a last woman standing match, and they beat the absolute tits out of each other.
Yeah,
for
I don't know. In my
almost
first
40 fucking minutes. Yes, almost 40 fucking minutes of them beating the hell out of each other. There's one point where they repeated the Ciampa and Gargano spot from Brooklyn 4, and Becky just buries Charlotte under all these chairs.
And she just comes up and she's just all pissed.
She just comes up, and Charlotte, I love Charlotte Flair just for this reason. She had this look, like Charlotte Flair has one of the most beautiful smiles I've ever seen in my entire life, but she had this look on her face when she got out of those chairs.
She slowly rose up, and you just see this look, and it's just like, oh damn.
Yeah. She looked like I'm going to fucking kill this bitch. I swear. It was my favorite part in that match, and then she picked up the cane, and then she started caning the hell out of Becky.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what they're going to do with Becky. I think that they're trying to push her more towards a heel than in between, like they've said they've been trying to do. Because she cheated, she got disqualified in her last 2 title matches before this one, which caused the last woman standing match. And I think Becky did a little bit too much healing here if she's going to be neutral. Now, if she's going to be heel, that's perfectly fine. I like Becky better as a face, but I think that if you give her enough time, she could be a really good heel too. I think that they should have had a direction, and they should have just fucking stuck with the direction. If we're gonna be allowed to choose who we're gonna boo for and who we're gonna cheer for, don't have Becky fucking run away from Charlotte in the middle of her goddamn title match. It doesn't fucking work that way. Sorry, but eventually people are gonna boo her because, oh look, she's a fucking coward. And I know that people are gonna be like, well, I'll never boo Becky Lynch. You're full of shit, okay? You're full of shit, and I'll tell you why. You said when AJ Styles turned heel, you would never boo AJ either. Then you went to SmackDown and he started acting like an absolute hole, so you started to boo him. Oh, I'll never boo CM Punk. He dumps Paul Bearer's ashes on The Undertaker. Oh, I'll never boo CM Punk. Shut your fucking mouth. So, if they're going to keep Becky in this direction, at least make her look, at least book her still like a face and still have the option to choose who we fucking cheer for. Other than that, pretty fucking solid night. I fucking marked out during Battle Royal because of all the women that came back over the fucking
Oh my gosh. Like, we were both watching this, and he's like going nuts. He's like, oh my god, she's back?
Yeah, I really lost my fucking mind when Ivory and Alundra Blaze came back. Because Ivory never flat out said she was coming back. In fact, Bailey on Twitter, funnily enough, says, hey, Ivory, you want to wrestle? And she's like, can I have a year to get in shape first? And I thought, yeah, she's not going to show up at Evolution, but that would be a nice match to see, Ivory versus Bailey. And she showed up for the Battle Royal, and I was just like, holy shit, it's Ivory. I'm so happy to see Ivory. Molly Holly came back as well. I haven't seen Molly Holly in a ring since 2004, I think. I could be wrong about that, but really good to see Molly Holly again. I think she could still probably wrestle today. It was good to see a lot of the women come back. It was good to see Trish and Lita come back. I don't think they should have gone over in the first match, and I know that a lot of people would cut my throat over saying that, but as much as I like Trish and Lita, aren't we trying to build new stars here? I mean, yeah, it's Mickey and Alicia Fox who've been around for years, but, you know, Trish and Lita don't wrestle every night as opposed to them. Like, Mickey James and Alicia Fox are at least out there like once a fucking, at least wrestling once a week these days. So, now if Trish and Lita came back full time, well, I'll be all kinds of happy with that. But no, great event, great pay-per-view. It was better than SummerSlam and Hell in a Cell for sure.
Oh, definitely.
Because SummerSlam had good booking, but the matches were lame. Hell in a Cell had good matches, but the booking was lame. and now we're running on Evolution, and then we got Crown Jewel coming up. Which, by the way, Bug, I don't remember if you remember. I don't think you remember the promos, but if you do remember the promos for Crown Jewel, they never specified the location.
Oh yeah, they didn't. They showed all that was gonna be there, like, you know, yeah. AJ Styles and
they talked about the car, but they never said they were going to Saudi Arabia. So either they're still going, which again, like I said last time, Vince is crazy, or they're still fucking or they're gonna move it. My bet is they need to move it because, again, that's not something you want to fuck around with, especially Saudi Arabia. So, Evolution, great fucking show. Match of the night was obviously Charlotte and Becky. To follow that would probably be Kairi Sane and Shayna Baszler, although fucking Kairi lost the belt and really upset about that. And the 6-woman tag match with Sasha, Bayley, and Natalya and the Riot Squad. Which, by the way, the Riot Squad, holy fucking shit. Like, this is my favorite match of theirs because I know they've been getting better and better with tag team wrestling, but they were fucking on point last night. They were fucking brilliant last night. They know how to be heels, and they know how to fucking do tag team wrestling. I tell you what, those women are fucking going places. Okay, if they ever have tag team titles for the women in the WWE, they're fucking, like, they need to be first contenders up, because I'm telling you, those chicks know how to tag team. Those chicks know tag team wrestling. Okay, they did it so fucking brilliantly. And while they might not have gone over, you have to give them credit is due. They've gotten so much better since they left NXT. Oh my god. So Evolution was great. Hopefully we get to see that shit again next year, and it'll be better from year and year and year on.
Yeah. Fingers crossed.
Yes, fingers crossed. Wrestling news is done for right now, unless Austin Aries says something else on Twitter that makes him look like a repugnant asshole, which is funny. I mean, yeah, Aries is a heel. I get it. You know, he's bitching on Twitter like a heel, but you can't be the heel and then no sell after a 3 count in a fucking world title match at Bound for Glory. Like, I'm sorry, but if Sting was there, he'd probably still kill you over that. Because Sting's bat is real, y'all. I'm just saying. Like, I saw him get hit in the nose with it, and he busted his nose open.
Yes.
That bat is no joke. Just, I dare you to poke Sting. I dare you. And then he will he will knock your kneecap sideways. So wrestling news is done. Moving on to gaming. My favorite thing that's happened so far in gaming, especially this past weekend, 2B was just announced for Soul Calibur 6. Now, I know I don't sound as excited as I was because I blew my excitement load the day I found out about it. I was really fucking happy with this, obviously, because, number one, it's 2B in Soul Calibur. And number 2, most likely, like with Tira, we're gonna get the 2B clothing as well, so we can put that on custom characters. And number 3, I'm just saying this. She's probably gonna be broken, like all the rest of the fucking guest characters.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, definitely.
Like Link was
Especially
that way.
yeah, like 2B's range with that sword. Simply because in the game in Nier she throws the sword. Well, she just has nightmare range now because of that shit, and it looks like it too. Not only that, they gave her 2 swords. One of them is a fucking nightmare-sized sword. So, I'm just saying, like, don't expect her not to be broken. If you do, then you're dumb, and you probably shouldn't be here on this podcast. I know I make that joke a lot, not to watch the podcast. Please watch the podcast. Please watch or listen. Whatever you got to do. Just help us out, please. Thank you. So yeah, 2B's coming to Soul Calibur. And another one of my favorite things that happened this weekend, Kingdom Hearts got 2 updates. There was an update for 1.5 and 2.5, and there was an update for 2.8. And,
So
well,
goddamn.
yeah, I'm going to plug myself a little bit here. I can finally finish doing that fucking timeline shit. Yes. Except it'll be fucked up because 0.2 was supposed to be the first game that I did after Birth by Sleep. But you see, Square Enix blocked the cutscenes, so I couldn't fucking do it. And I don't have enough money for a capture card. Now, they've unblocked the cutscenes, and I could possibly finally fucking do this shit. Been a long time coming, but that will be... The playthrough will start Friday. Come hell or high water, the playthrough will start Friday.
And as of recording this, it is Monday.
Yeah, if it doesn't start Friday, feel free to yell at me. But I'm going to try my best.
I'll do that for you.
Yeah. I'm going to try my best to start this shit Friday. Because I've been wanting to do it for a while. I wanted to do it when it came out, but the cutscenes were blocked, so I couldn't do it. Now I can do it. And now I can bask in the glow of Agua's fucking beauty or some shit. I don't know. And I can make fun of how small Mickey Mouse is in comparison, even though he has a fucking bobblehead-sized fucking head.
Bro, he's so goddamn short.
He is so short, but his head is fucking huge.
I swear, I don't remember. I don't remember Mickey Mouse being so goddamn tiny. Like, I get it, he's a fucking mouse, but still.
I don't know. He was taller in Kingdom Hearts 2. That's what makes it more fucking fucked up. He's so goddamn short. Like, in Kingdom Hearts 2, the top of his head at least came up to Sora's waist. I mean, I know the Aqua's taller, but it just looks so short, and all y'all did was just blow his head up. For God's sakes. He looks like a fucking plushie.
Yeah, when I was working at one of my stores, I actually had a plushie that looked like that.
There you go. So fuck. Fix Mickey's head. Hashtag fix Mickey's head. Can we get that trending on Twitter?
Shit.
He doesn't deserve this.
He doesn't deserve this. No, he doesn't. Mickey's better than that. Okay. There's few things that come out of Disney these days. At least he's still the consistent good thing. Okay. These are people who made The Last Jedi, so.
Yeah. See, just. I don't know. I don't know. I haven't watched too much the past couple of years or months, I guess, to really decide on that. But the idea about Mickey Mouse is fucking weird to me. About Pluto, fucking Goofy. It's a fucking weird concept.
Well, I mean, if we're gonna be honest, every cartoon from back then was a weird concept. I mean,
yeah, goddamn right, it was better than fucking Last Jedi.
Bugs Bunny used to hate Japanese people during World War II.
What?
Yeah, you never heard about that shit? Bugs Bunny types an SJW comment. Even though the episodes don't air anymore, you have to fucking look on a backwoods ass fucking virus held site to find them. But no, Bugs Bunny would be, I'm just gonna call it what it is, extremely jokingly racist towards these fucking Japanese people in this cartoon. And he would make like he was speaking Japanese, except he's not speaking Japanese. He's just clearly making fun of the way they talk.
The fuck?
It was funny, but it's probably not a good idea to play that nowadays, especially in front of anybody who's Japanese.
Of course not.
Yeah, like back in the day, what they thought was okay was kind of like, eh.
Well, I mean, the only reason that they were doing it was propaganda for the war in the first place. They did it again in Vietnam, so even though Vietnam was kicking our ass, that propaganda comes in many, many different ways, and sometimes it's the most insensitive fucking way possible. You want to figure that out the hard way, go watch Full Metal Jacket. Great movie. It's just a great movie.
You don't scare me.
Listen. Just fucking watch it, right?
Even past Gunnery Sergeant Hartman, which will never not be my favorite part of the movie, where he just berates everybody in his squad. Even past Gunnery Sergeant Hartman, okay, the movie is a great fucking movie. It shows exactly, like it does it does a pretty good fucking. It gives you an idea of what Vietnam was like over there as a soldier. What could have happened, what other soldiers were like. I mean, again, Vietnam was a period of where the draft was happening, so people would draft in anybody. Like they were drafting fucking psychos, they were drafting murderers, rapists. They drafted all kinds of fucking people in the military back then just to fight the fucking Vietnam War, which we were losing. Vietnam's not even that big of a fucking country compared to us. We were losing that war. So, if you want a good Vietnam movie that's not Platoon, go watch Full Metal Jacket. If you want a good World War II movie, Inglourious Basterds.
Oh, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
There's no argument there. If you want a good World War II miniseries, Saving Private Ryan. Band of Brothers. Saving Private Ryan is okay, but not as good as Band of Brothers. If you want an authentic World War II, Band of Brothers, fucking A-okay. Although not for the weak of heart. That shit gets really gory. My dude steps on a grenade and then his leg is gone.
Mm-hmm.
Flat out gone. He's still alive, by the way, and he has to look at that. He doesn't get to die right away. He just has to look at that. Like, wow, what a great fucking guy. Throw a grenade in my walking path. What are you going to do next? I think they did D-Day.
Same producer?
Probably did.
I think they did D-Day in Band of Brothers, too. I could be wrong.
Hmm.
Don't yell at me about that. But if y'all want to look at a D-Day of Band of Brothers, that's a pretty good way to fucking see what D-Day was like. Unless you want to go back and, I don't know, play Call of Duty 3. Or 2, rather. Go play Call of Duty 2.
Lowest settings.
Well, yeah.
24 frames per second.
Fucking view distance? Nah, bro. Turn at fucking 0 right now.
Make it all fall.
I don't want to see them. I don't want to see them until they're right in front of my fucking face. I'm going to climb this cliff, not knowing what's at the top. Even though they tell you, hey, shoot at the top cliff where we climb up here, fuck face. You can be all like, no, kid, I'm not shooting at the top. What the fuck is wrong with you? Huh? Why can't you shoot? They don't Ramirez you in Call of Duty 2, so.
Oh, god damn it.
Ramirez! You had an Xbox thing you wanted to go over?
I'm totally going to throw in a fucking Ramirez voice in here. Just say fuck it.
Yeah, you want to do the Xbox thing or no?
No, sure, why not?
I mean, we can. I mean, I'm not reading.
I have a couple brain cells to kill.
Well,
Well, for right now.
I'm just gonna tell y'all. This is from Polygon. I'm not reading this goddamn article. I'm not reading the fucking article. The whole idea is why you should buy an Xbox One X. And I can already fucking tell what they're gonna say because every other Xbox fanboy fucking says it. Now, I don't know why Polygon is riding Xbox's dick so hard. I didn't ride PlayStation's dick hard when they fucking came out with the PS Pro because I knew that they were full of shit. So why in the fuck are they riding Xbox One X or Scorpio or whatever the fuck? I have no fucking clue. All I know is this. People, if you want a genuine, authentic 4K experience, save some money up, enough where you can buy a computer that does that kind of shit. Now, I don't know why you would want to spend all that money. That money could have bought your fucking elderly grandmother a pacemaker, okay? But instead, you chose to spend it on getting 4K settings. Now, if people know me and talk to me, I'm not the biggest graphics whore on the fucking planet. I do like shit that looks good, but it doesn't have to look good to have fun. Look at Spider-Man 2. Don't go back and play that now after you played Marvel's Spider-Man, because I guarantee you will fucking hate yourself for it. But look at Spider-Man 2. That game looks like utter ass, but I bet you will just enjoy to play the fucking story. Just to go through it. It just looks like ass because PS2 is just weaker than the PS4, which is true. That doesn't mean that the PS4 is the strongest fucking system either. Neither of these fucking consoles are. They purposely, and I say purposely because I know they can fucking do this. Like, you can't tell me that they don't have tech teams that fucking talk about this fucking console as they're putting it together. You can't tell me that they don't have tech teams that can put the console together and make an authentic fucking real HD fucking experience, okay? You lost your mind if you think that. There is no excuse for this. I said this last episode. There's no excuse for this horse shit, okay? If you want to buy an Xbox One X, go ahead and buy an Xbox One X. You're going to regret your purchase. Because I'm not going to, I'm just going to tell you straight up, okay? I know that a lot of people on PlayStation, a lot of PlayStation fans, the PlayStation community is genuinely more toxic than the Xbox community, okay? The worst that you're going to get from Xbox is homoerotic fucking slurs, okay? That's probably all you're going to get from Xbox. On the PS4, you have one of the most arrogant fucking communities I've ever fucking come across and seen out there. They don't give a fuck about you. They just like the fact that they're on fucking PlayStation and they can be a cunt at fucking will, okay? These guys are arrogant. To their fucking final breath, they are arrogant. I don't like the PlayStation community. I just fucking wanted to play a PlayStation again. It's probably the only reason why I got a fucking PS4. On top of that, Xbox kept fucking me around. More on that in another fucking episode. However, if you want to fucking buy a console that you like, then go out and buy that console that you like. But don't you goddamn dare sit here and tell me that one console is better than the other for graphical fucking reasons, okay? I will say this. While PlayStation might have a better hardware option, not compared to PCs, but you get where I'm going with this, Xbox probably has a better menu option, despite all the fucking advertisements that are in your face.
Ooh.
Okay? I know. Hear me out. Okay? While the interface is better, in comparison to PS4, shit is a lot fucking slower on the Xbox One. And I've seen this firsthand. Again, I mentioned Stetos earlier. He keeps saying that the Xbox One is a better console. I don't fucking know how. Maybe the PlayStation 4 you got was just fucking garbage. But I've seen both comparisons side by side whenever it comes to running speed, and PlayStation is kicking Xbox's ass at this point, okay? And keep in mind, this is PlayStation. The guys who like to announce their consoles before we even know what the fucking specs are, what we even know what we know the kind of games that are going to be on, before we even know the games that are going to be released on it, they fucking announce this console that they're going to make, the PS5 now. They fucking are going to rush this in development over the course of the next 3 years, and then it's going to be having a fucking shitty release, just like this console generation had. This console generation was the worst releases. They had the worst releases of any console generation in history. History. Yes, even worse than the Atari 2500.
Hey, hold on. Sorry, hey.
No,
Wait a minute, man.
No. You know I'm telling the goddamn truth, because here's the thing. Atari was dying anyways, right?
Mm-hmm.
One more mistake later, they were going to fucking lose to Nintendo regardless. Okay? Nintendo was beating the fucking ever-living trash heap out of Atari. There's no way they're going to fucking come back from that. So, of course, they're going to fucking make mistakes because they didn't have the money to keep up. Same thing happened with Sega. They spent too much money on console after console after console. They finally got it right, but it was fucking too late, so they got murdered.
Fuck.
All of a sudden, a few years later, Sonic Adventure 2 Battle is on GameCube. Now, let that sink in for a minute. But let me continue my point here. This console generation had the worst releases of anything in history. Simply because they were fucking rushed. 7th generation was rushed. The Xbox 360 had all the fucking potential in the world. And then when it's released, it's red ringing until you have to release a different version of the same console that has the same price tag. And speaking of price tags, PlayStation crippled themselves early in that first race because their fucking price tag was so absolutely outrageous for what they were fucking selling. The PC market was already fucking booming at this point. Okay? They still are. They still are. They're fucking winning this, okay? If we're going to go outside of console things, in the overall grand scheme of the gaming industry, PC is kicking a lot of ass. Because these fucking console manufacturers will rush their shit out only a few years after they won't take the fucking time. That's why I said this console generation should not have come when it did. This generation had to be at least held off for fucking 6 more years. 6 more years. This generation should have been held off. Look at what fucking Nintendo did. They fucked up the Wii U so much they had to release a different console. And guess what? The Switch's launch was fucking horrendous. I don't know if you heard, but I'm pretty sure that if I have a fucking handheld hybrid fucking home console, it shouldn't be beeping at me constantly. The screen should not be scratched up by the dock that it's supposed to be placed in. The dock should not be made of fucking this disgusting hard plastic. None of that shit shouldn't happen. And it took them 7 months to get it fixed. 7 months.
To be quite frank, I actually forgot all about that.
Yeah, a lot of people did because the Switch works now. But I'm telling you guys, don't forget about this shit. Because the minute that you do, you will make the fucking same mistakes, and you will keep sending those PS4s or those PS5s and those Xbox, whatever the fucks, and those fucking whatever Nintendo is gonna pull out of their ass around. You will keep sending that shit back. I have a friend in Pennsylvania. Okay, I'm not gonna reveal his actual location because 1, I probably don't know it, and 2, I don't know it. But I have a friend, and he got a PS4 fucking launch day. He's had to send that bitch back 7 times.
Jesus.
Even then, it still finally broke on him in the end. In the following 2 Christmases, he had to get another one. That is fucking ridiculous. That is ridiculous. And I know I shouldn't. And I know that people are gonna be like, "Well, that's what happens when you buy a console first day." It shouldn't be like that. Is what I'm telling you. You should be able to buy this shit if you want it first day without these fucking problems. Of course, there's going to be some problem, but not problems where the Xbox One is shooting your fucking disc at you. What is that shit? I've heard when the PS4 Pro comes out, and it's making more noise than the televisions that fucking go to max volume. It's making that much noise. It's supposed to be a multimedia style console. You're watching YouTube on Netflix on your PlayStation. You can't fucking hear because it's making all this goddamn noise. That's ridiculous. This shit should not happen. It just shouldn't happen. Fanboys, you can say whatever the fuck you want. You can say, well, they fixed these problems. The problems shouldn't have occurred in the fucking first place, okay? They shouldn't have to occur in the first place. I'm sorry. I realize that nobody's fucking perfect, but they can fucking fix this shit. And they didn't fix it fucking fast enough to where I'm comfortable in saying, well, I can't wait for the PS5 to come out. I'm not comfortable in saying that. I'm saying, yeah, I want to wait for the PS5. Not because I can't afford it, but simply because they're gonna rush this shit out. I can wait for the next Xbox because I know what's gonna happen launch day. Then I'm gonna see it all over YouTube and all over Twitter and all over fucking Google and all over the news sites and every fucking way possible. Slow your console launches down. Because if you don't, you're gonna fuck up. This is the worst. This was the worst. So imagine how it could be worse than this. This is what we're looking at here, folks. No, don't buy an Xbox One X. Be smart. Okay? I'm not saying buy a PlayStation. I'm not saying buy a PC. But if you give a fuck that much about this gaming industry, if you want a fucking Xbox One, don't get the One X. If you can fucking help it. Get an older model if it fucking works. Don't get the One X because it's not going to do you any fucking good. Especially don't get shit for a graphical upgrade, all right? Don't do that because I'm just going to laugh in your face if you do. I didn't get a PS4 because of graphical upgrade. I mean, come on. Are you fucking kidding me? But Final Fantasy 15 looks amazing, yet it still runs at 30 frames per second on the stronger of the two fucking consoles I've been talking about. Fuck you. It's not a graphical upgrade. That's not a graphical upgrade. That's a fucking travesty compared to what I see happening on PC. Don't tell me that don't argue back and forth that consoles have better graphics than the other one. You look stupid. Okay, you look stupid. Really, you're embarrassing me. You're embarrassing everybody else who plays the game.
Oh God, dang it!
Exactly.
That's how.
I apologize, folks. I apologize. First off, this mouse cord can go to hell. Secondly, I don't know if the program picked that up, but like, I don't know how long my cat's been crying out there. So I'm like,
nah.
Gee,
isn't this a dilemma?
Not at all.
Your cat knows about the arguments that people have online.
Yeah. Outside my door, he just goes, "Let me tell you
something about this shit, all right? I know I don't have thumbs, but I can still weigh in." Look.
He'll just give it a look.
If you're arguing with other people, like, legitimately online, you have an issue.
Hypocrite.
I do it for fun, at least. If I go yell at Keemstar, it's mainly because I know he's gonna block me. I know he's gonna block me eventually. It's gonna come. I just do it so that I can say I got blocked by Keemstar games. At least I can see that block coming. At least I know that shit's gonna happen. Okay? With Eric Vale, I know that he was going to pull some SJW shit. I'm not surprised at that at all.
Oh, Trunks.
I knew that was going to happen. Yes, Trunks, the same guy in that fucking series who got his hair longer. Fucking fuck off. And was wearing a women's jacket, by the way, in Z. Really? Really, though. I mean, come on. Really? Seriously. Like... But I never took any of this shit seriously. I never fucking went up to Eric Vale and was just like, bro, I don't like the way you fucking shit.
Dang it.
I mean, I never did on any of that. Because most of the ladies that fucking contacted me, because they were female, most of the ladies that went on there to yell at me on Twitter didn't really even fucking yell at me. They were just telling me I was wrong. which that's not fucking new. But, you know, I can imagine myself having a conversation with these people without wanting to rip my own fucking hair off.
I don't know how.
So
It's so hard.
all of them were nice to me except for one of them. And that one
Listen.
got put in her place like anybody else because she was taking this shit too seriously.
Okay, folks, we have a very... I hate to be like Kanye and just interrupt you, but we have a very special guest wherever the hell he went. I was gonna pick him up, but he's probably... Where the hell did he go?
The cat's full. Okay.
He's like freaking Harry Houdini. I tell you what. Now you see him, now you don't. He just like.
I guess I'll just add a cat gif where your icon is.
Yeah.
I'll
find the right picture. I'll find a good picture.
Find the kitty that I sent that was doing the peekaboo thing. Find that one and put that in there. If you can't find it, I'll send it. But
yeah, I've been trying to get him on my lap, but we'll see how that goes. Anyway, continue.
Look, all I'm saying is, if you take like arguments online about simple shit seriously, like that chick did to me, I don't think the internet is for you. I mean, sure, you can make fun of people all you fucking want, you know.
Get off of my desk.
Don't sit there.
You ass.
We're just gonna have cat shenanigans for this segment.
Dude, fuck it, why not?
He knows I don't want him under my desk or anything. Okay, folks, so, and I feel bad because I keep interrupting Hammy, but I'm just gonna say, he has a cord chewing problem, and I mean, that's common for pet owners, obviously, but, you know, I don't want him under my desk or anything, obviously. But he gives me this look, sits down, and then is just like, get out of my closet! No. Come on.
You can hear it creak.
You're gonna be a brat. Get out of my room.
I really hope not.
Oh,
No,
I'll have the fucking...
closet!
I'll have the fucking cat just going through the fucking screen.
Find a cat opening a door.
Freaking tits. Anyway, continue.
Anyways, I know that this point is being muted because cat shenanigans. But all I'm saying is, if you're gonna argue about simple shit over the internet and then take it seriously, like graphic capabilities of a console, you don't need to be on the internet anymore.
Which are both trash to begin with.
They are, in the grand scheme of things. Compared, look, I hate to be that fucking elitist prick, but compared to what computers can do these days, I'm sorry, consoles can't fucking measure up, and there's no excuse for that. Because I think that they can if you just give it fucking time. If you just put more effort in what you're putting in this fucking hardware. That's all I'm saying. You know?
Once consoles have a 1050, 1060, or 1080 for that matter, or any other AMD crossbreeds or similar, then yeah, I'll fucking buy it. But until then, I'm not paying for a fucking 760 on a fucking late edition fucking gaming console. It's not worth it.
Yeah.
That shit's outdated, son.
Yeah. So don't. Once again, we do this a lot. Do not listen to fucking Polygon about anything. Okay? They have no idea what the fuck they're talking about. They don't know their asshole from a hole in the ground.
I feel like Polygon's just gonna write an article.
They're so stupid. They're so stupid that if their brains were fluid, they wouldn't propel a motorcycle. They wouldn't propel a fleece motorcycle around a raindrop. They don't fucking understand fucking gaming or the gaming industry as a whole. So why the fuck would they know about purchasing a fucking console to begin with? They don't know shit. They don't know shit. Okay. The tires on my car are smarter than these fucking people, okay? Okay? I mean, the blades of every individual blade of grass that I have in my backyard can collect more intelligence on a fucking console than these fucking people can, okay? And it's not just on a console, that's on everything, okay? They don't know what the fuck they're talking about, all right? Weren't these the same people that just wrote about the fact that they don't like people putting dicks on their characters in Soul Calibur? That's how vapid these fucking people are, okay? Their brains are a midget who looks kind of fucked up. He has a baseball bat shot to the head. They're basically just like a deformed-headed Gary Coleman in their fucking skull. And all this guy does is just bounce up and down constantly, trying to think of more shit to say. You want to know what he's bouncing up and down on? A spring that has words in it. That just fucking propels words out of this person's fucking mouth or to their hands to type this shit out in a fucking article about shit that they don't fucking understand in the first place. Do not listen to these people. These people have no fucking credibility about them whatsoever. They're garbage. Okay? If you take anything from a Polygon article seriously, then you need to be fucking checked into a mental institution. Because I genuinely think that you're going insane at this point. Fuck Polygon.
Well, it isn't in there.
Is it time for me to make fun of Warski?
Not.
Yeah, I mean, we can if you want.
I do have a couple things to say first.
You got okay. You do.
These ones are quick though. It's like a shot, which I wish I could be taking right now.
Shot in the dark. Yeah, go ahead.
Shut up, alcohol. I'm just kind of going past. But I see an article by Kotaku.
That's another one.
That's the other one. Everything I just said about polygons, do the same thing for Kotaku.
The holy trinity of not knowing what they're talking
about. Yeah, right. Matter of fact, they have this whole article, this entire article about Super Smash Brothers characters reimagined in Garfield's image. That's what it's all about.
In whose image?
Garfield, the fucking lasagna cat.
Oh my god.
An whole article.
Games journalist. This is a games journalist.
They could be talking about Red Dead. They could be talking about cancer and how we can solve it. No, Garfield's
fucking related to video games. They could be talking about Red Dead 2. They could be talking about Soul Calibur 6. They could be talking about Spider-Man. The new DLC just came out as well. They could be talking about anything about those things. They could put legitimate reviews up on their site. And what do? Smash characters reimagined as fucking Garfield characters. This is why. This is why.
Odie would be Luigi.
These people are not gamers. They're not gamers.
I feel like there's some BuzzFeed employees there too.
No shit. Really. Although BuzzFeed isn't a games journalist site. BuzzFeed is just a normal journalist site, which sickens me out as it is.
Yeah.
But they don't know what the fuck they're talking about either. In terms of anything. They don't know what the fuck they're talking about when it comes to social norms. They're not social enough to be a part of social norms to begin with.
Which Starbucks coffee are you, Cammy?
It's fucking I wonder.
I fucking wonder.
Anything that has a fireball in the title, because I'm pissed off when those people write these articles like this.
Excellent
coffee.
But
yeah, so we're not done yet.
We're not done yet. Oh joy, I can't wait.
I still got like 3 more shots to do.
Oh joy, I can't wait. Seriously.
Well, some of them are good. Like this one, right? Well, it's not good, but it's still good. You know what I mean? So
it's better than fucking Kotaku and Polygon.
Oh yeah, by a mile. So, Fallout 76 on Nintendo Switch wasn't doable, but Bethesda still loves the system. So I do want to talk about this, even though I'm kind of sick. That's why I'm talking like this. That's why I'm not talking a lot. Sorry about the audience. It's totally fine. I do like this because I do want to see more Bethesda games on everywhere. You know, maybe throw Morrowind, maybe throw Oblivion on the Switch. You know, just throw some shit on it there. Maybe not Skyrim. Skyrim was terrible on 360 and Xbox One. Throw it on the Switch, I don't think would be good.
You know what I would love to see from Bethesda?
What's up?
I was talking about this with somebody the other day. I would love to see like a Kingdom Hearts style RPG with the combat from combat style, I should say, like Metal Gear Rising. Because I was thinking about that a lot earlier, and I thought, I think they could probably do something like that, something like really fast paced with their RPGs. Because it's not to say that they're slow normally, but compared to not Final Fantasy 15, compared to something like a Kingdom Hearts or like a Star Ocean even, I think they can make a pretty good fucking RPG that has like a style, not like a fucking art style like Kingdom Hearts. I'm talking like RPG style. Kingdom Hearts is a very unique RPG style compared to a lot of RPGs we've seen during its time and after its time. And I thought to myself, it's just like, but we can't just remake Kingdom Hearts in a Bethesda format, right? So I was thinking, what is a good combat styled game? They could probably mix with that. And I was thinking along the lines of either Nier, Bayonetta, or Metal Gear Rising. My friend said Metal Gear Rising. He's like, you know what? That could probably fucking work.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You just need characters in a fucking story and towns and shit. You'd be good to go. You know, ways to get around and shit, fast traveling ways, mounts. You know, I'm just spitballing here. I'm not saying hire me. Probably might not be the best, and probably might not be a good idea if it ever comes out like that. But I've always thought I would love to see Bethesda do something like this. You know, just as an experiment, because they love their RPGs. You know.
You know what I really want to see?
What?
Can I buy them? I want to see Home Alone 2.
What?
Bethesda made a Home Alone 1 game on the SNES, I think. And they had never made another one.
Yeah, there's a reason.
I say we should remake it. 2018 remake. What do you think?
Yeah, right? Like, what the fuck?
It's not gonna get done this year, but you know. I don't know. The Home Alone games are bad.
Yeah, except for the ones on Sega. Well, Second Genesis, whatever.
That was pretty bad too, though.
Hey, those are decent.
They didn't make a lot of good licensed games back then. Really, they all just turned them out like a fucking sack of shit.
Jesus, I don't know. I'm so tired.
What's your last thing, and then I'll make fun of Warski.
All right, my last thing here. Ooh, let's look down the book here. Okay. Oh God, I forgot this was the thing already. So, coming from the brilliant news source, Forbes.
Who?
Yeah, right. Forbes.
Okay.
Okay.
It's not the fucking axis of evil, but I'll fucking no. I never heard it before, so.
So quote unquote, Galaxy S10 leak confirms Samsung's nasty surprise, and I'm gonna throw my fucking phone because I'm just so fucking.
Well, we're gonna put them in the axis now because that's just clickbaity as fuck. That sounds like a derv video right there. That just sounds like a fucking travesty. That's what that is. Oh my god. Oh, look at all these fake ass specs that we have on here. They have a fucking PC style graphics card in it. I wonder how they did that. Oh, probably because they didn't. They didn't do it. Gee, go figure. Why am I not surprised they didn't do that? Retards.
But this article goes on, and it's just ramble. It's just
It's probably because they don't know what the fuck they're talking about.
What the fuck are they? Hold on.
They don't know. They just put this title up here for clicks, right?
We know exactly why that's highlighted. Samsung's 10th anniversary Galaxy S10 looks so very exciting. Okay. And it lacks what? And it lacks of any obviously compromise. Was that a sentence? Did you what?
Oh god, is Ian back?
So very exciting. Period. And it's the lack of any bruh, fucking I'm taking away your news source.
Why can't we
I'm taking away your degree in writing.
just yeah, I don't understand. Why do you have a degree in journalism if you can't write or fucking spell? Stupid.
I may be fucked up on medicine right now, but even I can tell you fucked up big.
Yeah, but for God's sake. Worski time. Yes, no.
Well, I got back just in time.
Oh, wow. Okay, sure.
And I have quite a bit to say on this too, I guess.
Look, I thought about this for a few weeks now, and originally I thought, you know what, I don't want to. I want to talk about Andy Worski, because either people are just gonna accuse me of fucking hating him just to get attention, or they're just gonna accuse me for picking an easy target. But the thing is this, folks. I then thought about it, and then I realized that I'm a fucking adult, and I don't give a fuck about what any of you think. In regards of why I do certain shit. I have my reasons for wanting to talk a little bit about Andy Worski today, because you know, I used to have a lot of respect for him, and I bet you a lot of other people used to as well.
Myself included.
Recently, yes, and recently he has just turned into one of the biggest, most money-hungry, money-grubbing, heinous pieces of fucking shit I've ever fucking seen on this platform. He is more reprehensible and greedy than fucking Keemstar is. And that's saying a lot, because Keemstar will fuck you over just to protect his own ass. And he doesn't give a fuck who you are. Ask Sky Williams. So, where do I begin with this shit? Do I begin with the fucking Nazis that he's had on his channel? Do I begin with Chris Worski?
Shit.
Yeah, Chris Worski seems to have fallen. You know how smart we are, guys. I promise not.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised if Andy killed him. Like, Andy Worski is
just one episode of Worski Live, he's just wiping the blood off of his hands. Hey guys, welcome back to Worski Live.
Fucking patting the dirt flat in the grave. I wouldn't doubt that he fucking killed him, because that's how fucking fucked in the head Andy Worski is these days. So I'm starting to wonder, has he always been this fucked in the head? I know that none of his friends fucking talk to him anymore. At least outside of his fucking alt-right buddies over there. Can we look? Not just Andy Worski. Can I just say that this whole skeptic community is such a fucking sham now? Like, what the fuck is this? Y'all are becoming the SJWs that you hate. You're becoming the people that you fucking hate. You will block a motherfucker, right? Simply because he said not all gays. He could have just said it out in the blue. He could have said it ironically. Y'all don't care. Not all gays. Somebody disagrees with you on Twitter, on YouTube, ban him from your channel. Ban him from watching your stuff. Block his fucking bitch ass on Twitter. Yeah.
Fucking really?
You guys are really fucking macho, aren't you? And Worski's at the top of the fucking shit heap pile, according to myself, because he's the only one that he's a go-to whenever I think about shit like this. Because the guy just, when fucking Kumite or shit like that started, when this blood sports thing started, it was like, and this is one thing that I can give credit to Baited. At least when Baited gets into arguments, at least they're fucking friends. Well, I don't know if Keemstar really has any friends, but at least they're fucking civil to each other afterwards, right? At least I would hope they are. But these fucking guys will dogpile on one guy just because that one guy is talking to someone that they don't like, that he's friends with. Ain't that some high school horseshit? You know, we've always said that YouTube is just high school horseshit in disguise, okay? We've always said this shit. This isn't fucking new. If you've been here on this fucking site for at least a couple of years, you'd know that this fucking shit is high school. It's just internet high school. That's all it fucking is. We never truly leave high school when we come to the fucking internet. Never. Never. No. We go to a different version of it. We go to either political fucking morons who don't know a goddamn thing about politics to begin with. They either yell at each other for what their political beliefs are, or what their personality is, simply because they have fucking certain political belief. Or there's just a bunch of people who just get into fucking arguments over petty shit like, oh, well, he said something about me. Oh, he's talking to a fucking guy that I hate. That's what this shit has become now. And Worski started this whole fucking trend. It's like, okay, you do this Kumite thing, and normally I don't have a fucking problem with like heated debates or anything like that. Unless it's like our election, in which case, come on, at least be civil somewhat. Instead, we just have an ugly old hag and an ugly orange hag yelling at each other for 30 fucking minutes straight. No, we can't. At least keep it fucking civil during a presidential debate. But on YouTube, you can yell at each other whatever the fuck you want and have your debate, okay? You have fun with your debate. Make it fucking interesting. You make it fucking entertaining, okay? But these guys don't have debates, okay? What these fuckers do is they have dog piles simply by wandering off the fucking plantation, and I've made that fucking comment before. You wandered off I made a comment before about SJWs whenever it comes to minorities. Oh, you wandered off the thinking right plantation. You need to come back. Kanye West, fucking Beyonce, you need to come back to where you fucking belong. You need to come back to where you belong. You can't go over there. Oh, that's the right side. That's the bad side. Oh, no, you got to come back over here. Well, the right does the exact same fucking thing. This just becomes so fucking ironic. In the past fucking 3 years. Like, no fucking wonder the ads don't want to come back to YouTube full time. No fucking wonder Susan Wojcicki is just saying fuck the majority of this shit. She's looking at shit like this. I mean, granted, she's an idiot. She's not a business person. She shouldn't be in charge of fucking YouTube. We need to get a CEO in here that, I don't know, can make us some fucking money. That would be brilliant. Who actually gives a shit about the people who are putting content out that isn't Fortnite or fucking 3 a.m. challenges or fucking terrorist bomb pranks or stupid shit like that. No. We care about these fucking retarded ass liberals over here whose channels are dead. And the same thing with these fucking limp dick fucking incel conservative fucks. Their channels are dead too. Look at Andy Worski before JF and look at him now after JF. His channel's fucked. He's fucked. He would fuck his own fucking crippled grandmother in front of a camera for a Pornhub black couch for fucking $1.05. And he knows it. And it sickens him whenever people like me say that kind of thing, but you don't like the truth because you keep perpetuating the truth. You keep doing shit that makes you look like an absolutely reprehensible fucking just abomination of a fucking human being. You're a walking abortion to this fucking platform, and so are the rest of you other fucking alt-right / people who you just don't fucking like talking to, buddies. Because this is what you have now. You have a dead fucking legacy now. You used to be one of the most respected people in the skeptic community, and now we have people like Chris Ray Gun that are more respected than you. And don't get me wrong, I like Chris Ray Gun, but the guy's a fucking goof. He's too much of a goof to take fucking seriously as a political commentator. The guy is a fucking nut job. I love him to death, but he's a nut job. We have him to trust more than we have fucking Andy Worski. or any of these other fucking incel fucking right-wing retards over there. This is what we got. This is supposed to be the good side against the SJWs. Really. This is supposed to be the good side. We got one of these motherfuckers over here that got so angry at, I want to say, it wasn't Ian Miles Chung, it was somebody else. Fucking, Crowton T. The guy who was mad at was Crowton T. He was mad at Tommy C for talking to Crowton T. Simply because their political opinions don't align. Crowton T went to one of Tommy C's gaming streams, right? They were just having fucking fun. They were just playing video. I don't remember what they were playing. I think it was Black Ops 4 because every heathen these days have to have Black Ops 4.
Heathens.
Yes, heathens. I don't know why. I don't know what the big deal is with Battle Royales to this day. I don't understand it, but all I can say is I like fucking around in playground mode and just acting like I'm a fucking hobo in this vast fucking land where there's nothing. I don't know. I'm weird. I find weird scenarios to enjoy myself. But outside of this shit, okay, we have all the other skeptics who probably aren't the toughest people around, but they debunk both sides. They're fair with both sides. We got people like fucking Paul Watson. And that is an incel jerk off if I ever saw one. We got people like Paul Joseph Watson over here talking about how certain women, okay, don't feel like being in the mood to be catcalled, and talking about how special they are and how special they think they are and how ridiculous that they're being whenever they don't feel like being catcalled. Like, probably not for wearing just fucking sweatpants most of the day, sir. I don't really think that catcalling is that big of a fucking deal in the grand scheme of things. But you bitching about them bitching about catcalling is just really fucking redundant whenever I hear it come out of your filthy little fucking measly little lips. Paul Joseph Watson is another one of these people that is just so conservative that he forgets sometimes what fucking side he's actually on. To begin with, because Paul Joseph Watson, like it or not, he's not even on the left, and he's a fucking SJW. He's another one of these fucking assholes that doesn't like when you use certain words or certain verbiage. And I don't like when you use certain words, certain verbiage either. That doesn't mean you just ain't your right to use them. He will straight up fucking block you. He will fucking call you a leftist fucking coward, even though coward is really ironic coming from a guy like him who blocks people on Twitter. These fucking guys are just heinous, abominable, incel nothings. Nothings. They get mad at women. They get mad at SJWs, and they don't ever look in the fucking mirror. Simply because they act just like the snowflakes that they consistently mock. Oh, because you talk to someone they don't like. Oh, because they have because you have an opinion slightly left of them. If you have an opinion slightly left of these people, immediately you're a fucking Marxist. You're a communist. That's it. If you don't think that fucking certain things should be fucking allowed to happen in society, you're a fucking Marxist. That's great. If this is how far it's gone with these guys, okay? They're a bunch of do nothing, not getting laid fucking pricks who just sit around a goddamn microphone all day and yell at each other about shit that is high school level shit. oh, you have a different opinion of me, so I fucking hate your guts, and I hope your family dies, along with you dying after you watch your family die.
Okay.
Like, that's what we hear from these fucking assholes. That's a ridiculous guy. Oh, Tommy C, you're not allowed to talk to Crowton T because he has a different opinion than you. What? What is this shit? What is this shit? Seriously. It's like, this is the exact same shit the SJWs do. Oh, you talk to a white guy. Kanye, you talk to the president. Kanye, you fucking are buddy-buddy with the president, Kanye. All of a sudden he's an Uncle Tom. because he's one of the few people that think that Trump isn't an idiot. Which he is an idiot. But I digress. Kanye's head isn't really screwed on that well either. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
I mean, look here, lefties. All right, you can't sit here and say that the guy is crazy for talking to Donald Trump after you didn't say anything of the sort when he said Bush doesn't care about black people, which will never not be one of the funniest clips I've ever seen on public. I will never not love that fucking clip. That's like people always refer to, oh, I'm gonna let you finish. But no, George
my
doesn't
favorite.
care about black people. That is the funniest thing I've ever seen on television. Seriously. One of the funniest things I've ever seen on television. George Bush doesn't care about black people. He wasn't crazy then. He wasn't crazy when he said George Bush didn't care about black. To be honest with you, I don't think George Bush cares about anybody. I don't think he gives a fuck about anybody. He took that job. He knew he was so in over his fucking head. He just shrugged his shoulders whenever somebody said they hated him. Is it to say, I can't blame you? George Bush was a bad president, but at least he was a little bit more admirable than this orange fuck. And Kanye said that he doesn't care about black people. He's crazy then. He wasn't crazy then. He was switched on then. God almighty. He wasn't crazy then. No, because that was a white guy in office. It was an old white guy, an old rich white guy. As a matter of fact, riding off his father's coattails. No, because he was a white guy. He didn't care about black people. Well, now we're hearing the same thing from the right, except different words and different contexts. Oh, because you talk to this person, you're a fucking lefty. Because they're a lefty, and you don't share opinions. So, because you're friends, you're automatically a lefty. You're automatically an SJW. A communist. I swear to God, this is the 90s all over again. This is the 90s drug war all over again. The 80s, 90s drug war all over again. Oh, if you touch marijuana, you're going to fucking die. Your fucking bones will decay, and your fingers and your dick will fall off in the shower one day when you're washing.
You're going to go to hell before you die.
Yeah, you're going to go to hell before you die. And then when you die, you're going to go back to hell. Yeah, okay. we're back in the drug war, except now it's identity politics. And talking to people. Oh, you can't talk to that person. You don't agree with them on certain subjects. People, me and my friends here in this podcast, do you think we agree on everything? Hell no, we don't agree on everything.
Not a goddamn chance.
No, we don't agree on everything. We agree on a lot of things. We don't agree on everything. For God's sakes. We don't, there's a day where sometimes we have a difference of fucking talk. Okay? We have a difference of talk. Y'all might talk to people they don't necessarily like. Does that mean you should stop talking to those people? No! Because that's ridiculous. Just because I don't like those people doesn't mean you don't have to not like those people. Talk to the fucker. I'm not going to talk to the fucker because if I do, I'm going to bludgeon them to death. But talk to the fucker. Go ahead. He's your friend. He's a prick, but he's your friend. I'm not going to tell you not to talk to him. And vice versa. This whole mentality. Oh, if you talk to this person, you're a fucking communist.
What?
Tommy C is a communist. You're a fucking communist. You're an SGW. Tommy C put out a tweet, and I think it's pinned here. I could be wrong. If it's not pinned here, I apologize. But it's basically he says I've always been known as a conservative libertarian, and now I'm known as a fucking today on Shop for the Point we're communists. We're Marxists today, and we're gonna defend ourselves from the right side of the SJWs. You call them the alt JWs. There you go, the alt JWs. Please, Tommy, put that on a shirt. If you ever listen to this, put that on a shirt, okay? Because I'm buying that. I'm buying the gay op shirt, and I'm buying the original logo shirt.
Fucking gay op.
Please, the gay op thing. The gay op thing was really fucking funny. But please put that on a shirt. put alt right. Put alt JW on a shirt. Please, Tom. I will beg you on Discord. Put alt JW on a shirt. But yeah. I wanted to hurl several insults at these people because they deserve it. Andy Worski, go fuck yourself. Paul Joseph Watson, get laid. Oh, who am I kidding? You can't.
Oof.
Jeez.
I'm not kidding. That is an incel if I ever fucking saw one. If we were to bring back that Reddit thread, he should be in charge of that Reddit thread. That's all I'm telling you. That is an incel fucking prick. Paul Joseph Watson. Fuck Paul Joseph Watson. Seriously. He was like, if you want, like, he makes fun. I make fun of the snowflake, but you are a snowflake. Fuck you. Get your fucking white snowflake spiderweb you have an ass. Get the fuck out of here with your fucking incel ass. You fucking worthless pile of shit. Okay, let's take this home, guys.
I was about to say.
Guys, I've gone a little bit over the limit. I didn't mean to.
I think a little is an understatement, but that's none of my business.
No. I have 116. It's only a little bit.
Every time you slow down, it would just have a fucking motorcycle revving back up. I was waiting for it.
I know. I'm just gonna, like, if this podcast ever gets big on YouTube and then we get big as 3 channels, I'm gonna get the most shit because just how long did I fucking talk about shit?
Yeah.
It's okay. I'll take that criticism. I understand. I sometimes do need to shut the fuck up. But again, another plug. I'm doing Kingdom Hearts 0.2, excuse me, at the end of the week.
2 plugs.
Well, you're getting a plug too, so fuck you.
Oh no, I thought you were saying, oh, well, you're not getting a plug. Just end it.
Y'all are getting plugs. I have no idea what the fuck Eagle's working on, but he keeps telling me that he's working on something. So stay tuned for that.
Mm-hmm.
And Bug, stop being Colossal's crazy and post some shit, please.
I've got some ideas. Don't hold me to this because it may or may not happen. But I'm thinking of reviewing a game that I praised a lot once upon a time. Well, I wouldn't say a lot, but
Is it what I think it is?
It's what you think it is.
Okay.
Well, wait, what do you think it is?
Dude, keep it a surprise.
Yeah, yeah.
If it is what I think it is, I kind of want to chime in too. If you'll indulge me.
I mean,
but that has been another episode of the 3 Burdens, everybody. Join the goddamn Discord, please, because Discord is probably one of the only places you're gonna get actual updates that mean a damn from us. Because we're not good at remembering posting them on the channel. So if you watch this podcast, get a Discord account and join the Discord. The link should be in the description below. If it's not, then go to the fucking channel. I'm not going to fucking hold your hand here like every other YouTube does. Smash that like button and shit, you fucking leave a comment.
10,000 likes.
You're under a free V-Bucks giveaway. No, fuck you. Just fucking join the Discord. We don't have free V-Bucks. They're a scam anyways. And I ain't about that life. I ain't about the scam life. So, but thank you once again for listening to another episode of The Three Burdens. We should be on a more consistent schedule now, so we won't have to change this banner. See you guys next week.
Yeah, fingers crossed. Yep.